Chosen one, do not scroll. Do not look away from this, because what is being placed in front of you right now was never supposed to reach you. This exact message has been blocked 3 separate times before it finally found your hands today. It is not by chance. It is not a random glitch in the algorithm. Only 3 people will ever receive this specific transmission, and you are one of them. Heaven just intercepted your feed at this exact second, because the spiritual warfare you have been fighting in absolute silence is officially reaching its breaking point. Someone or something has been working with terrible patience to keep this truth hidden. Archangel Michael is speaking to your spirit with a seriousness you have never felt before. Listen to me very carefully and do not skip this. If you choose to ignore this warning, I cannot protect you from the malicious trap the dark matrix has set for your destiny. You are standing on the very edge of a massive timeline shift, but you feel completely drained. You wake up every single morning pushing through an invisible exhaustion that no one else seems to understand. Your shoulders carry a weight that does not belong to you. You push through your day and offer a bright smile for everyone else, while your own spirit is gasping for air. People tell you it is just normal adult stress. It is absolutely not normal stress, and it is not your fault. I know your chest feels incredibly tight right now. I see you waking up at 3 in the morning with a racing heart, staring at the dark ceiling while your mind spins completely out of control. You keep reaching for the right word and watching it slip away into the fog. The right answer always arrives an hour after the conversation is already over. You used to feel sharp and vividly alive. Now you feel like you are moving through deep water, struggling against a current that pushes you backward. None of that is who you actually are. All of it is what was quietly taken from you while you blamed yourself for the theft. You have spent years believing that this brain fog and endless fatigue are character flaws. You label yourself as lazy or unmotivated. You write lists of goals you never finish and punish yourself with quiet guilt. But the fog that has settled over your mind is not laziness. It is a highly calculated biological suppression. The enemy of your life has been counting on you, never figuring that out. They need you to stay tired, because a chosen one without energy is a chosen one who will lie down and call it peace. You have started to feel like a mere passenger in your own story. You watch your life unfold from the back seat, reacting to whatever comes. You are never quite the one with your hands fully on the wheel. Life simply happens to you. You stand in the rain and get soaked, and there is nothing you can do but wait for the storm to pass. The boss decides your worth. The unexpected bill decides your month. The bad mood of someone in your house decides your entire day. And somewhere underneath it all, a quiet and exhausting suspicion whispers that the universe simply does not have your back. You fear that heaven has somehow overlooked you. That suspicion is a direct lie implanted into your nervous system. It is a lie that has worn a groove into your thinking so deep that it feels exactly like the truth. Your physical body is reacting to this raw truth right now. You can feel the resonance in your chest. That is your highly advanced spirit detecting a massive disturbance in the unseen realm. You are not broken. You were born completely whole and bright, running at full power. But the slow, grinding machinery of this matrix was designed to pull your mind apart, one distraction at a time, one hidden anxiety at a time. The world slowly dimmed your light and convinced you to accept the darkness as your natural habitat. You stopped asking for the majestic mountain and started being grateful just to survive the lonely valley. And the darkest part of this trap is that you called it maturity. You called it growing up. You told yourself you were finally being responsible by wanting less. But heaven did not call it that. Heaven watched a sovereign entity slowly agree to live like an ordinary slave. And heaven grieved for what was stolen from you. But that season of silent surrender ends today. If your spirit confirms this raw truth about your exhaustion, Gently press the like button to seal your energetic alignment with heaven. Do not let your logical brain hesitate for even a single second. Your physical action today locks the door behind you. You must claim your authentic space before the algorithmic gates close permanently. We must go deeper, because what you are feeling right now is not new. Before I reveal what is coming, let me explain the heavy weight you carried this week. There is a physical reason your reality has not shifted yet. The delay in your massive blessing is not a coincidence. It is an active interference in your biological receiver. You are a high-frequency soul living in a very dense world. The reality around you feels incredibly heavy right now. You try to keep your head above the surface, but the dark waters keep pulling you down into the deep. Every single step requires a massive amount of your spiritual energy, and the people around you seem to walk on dry land without any struggle at all. You constantly wonder why everything is so difficult for you. You think you are doing something terribly wrong. You look at your peers living their easy lives while you face endless invisible walls. And you ask heaven why your path is filled with such brutal resistance when your heart has always been pure. The answer is not your weakness. The answer is your magnificent spiritual power. They did not target you because you are weak and defenseless. They targeted you because your magnificent kindness is a spiritual weapon they are absolutely terrified of. You walked into the room and your pure aura instantly exposed their rotting darkness. You are a rare diamond forced to live in a world of cheap and broken glass. The matrix cannot create its own authentic light. It can only survive by feeding aggressively on yours. You have been operating as a human battery for people who refuse to heal themselves. They plugged into your deep empathy and drained your golden frequency until your biological receiver started to shut down, just to protect you. This is the exact reason you feel so completely exhausted today. It is a calculated spiritual attack designed to keep you trapped in survival mode. The parasites in your life desperately need you to remain dim, because if you ever realize the full extent of your sovereign power, their entire fake empire will collapse overnight. Let me completely reframe your entire reality right here and now. Your long season of waiting in the dark is not a punishment. The painful isolation you feel is not because you are unlovable or broken. It is a strict divine quarantine orchestrated by heaven to protect your priceless energy from further toxic contamination. The universe had to pull you away from the noisy crowd. Your hidden years were not empty years at all. They were vital fallow years. And the massive difference between those two words is as wide as a miraculous harvest. Heaven is quietly building your physical capacity to hold the immense billionaire shift that is rapidly approaching your timeline. You are the ultimate cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. The generational curses of poverty and depression stop with your quiet obedience today. But to hold that magnificent crown, you had to be forcefully emptied of every toxic connection. The painful pruning was absolutely necessary for your unprecedented spiritual growth. Stop blaming yourself for the days you cannot get out of bed. Your physical vessel is actively processing decades of deep ancestral trauma. You are fighting a brutal spiritual physics war while simply grocery shopping and paying your daily bills. And that invisible battle consumes more energy than any normal physical labor. Give your tired body permission to rest in the divine flow. You are exactly where you need to be. There is a dark secret about their past actions that is about to surface. Let me tell you the absolute truth they never wanted you to find out. The narcissistic forces around you are actually terrified of your silent awakening. They finally know their free access to your limitless energy is coming to a permanent end. Your silence was never a cowardly retreat from their toxic battlefield. Your silence was a highly calculated strike that permanently severed their energetic fuel supply. You simply walked away and left them to starve in their own absolute darkness. And now they are panicking in the shadows, because the cosmic scales are finally balancing in your favor. Take one deep breath and ground your energy right now. Let that powerful truth settle deep into your weary bones. You were not the poor victim trying to survive the heavy rain. You were the magnificent storm all along. The very forces that tried to bury you actually planted you in the most fertile soil imaginable. But here is the spiritual blind spot they did not account for. While they were busy trying to destroy your good reputation, heaven was busy preparing your ultimate vindication. You are a prepared vessel standing at the very threshold of your glory. But you must recognize the hidden biological lock they left behind to stop your final ascent. I am going to reveal the exact piece of hidden evidence that sealed their ultimate fate. Do not move an inch away from this screen. If you swipe away now, you are willingly stepping out of the prophetic umbrella and leaving yourself completely exposed to their desperate counterattacks. Stay with me, because what I am about to bring you into next is the pivotal part of this incredible message. Think back over these recent weeks. You have felt more disconnected from the world than ever before. Friends have slowly drifted away into the background, and the phone does not ring as much as it used to. You sit in your room and wonder if you are completely forgotten. But this profound isolation is absolutely intentional. It is not a punishment for your past. Your deep isolation is a strict divine quarantine orchestrated to protect your priceless energy. Heaven saw the leeches attached to your spirit. The universe had to pull you away from the noisy crowd because you are a high-frequency soul. You were bleeding out your pure golden light into people who refuse to heal their own deep darkness. You are the ultimate cycle breaker. They used you as a literal human battery to power their own fake lives. Let us uncover the hidden mechanism that triggered all these massive attacks against you. The Matrix does not fight you with obvious physical weapons because they prefer to install an invisible parasite into your daily reality. And this dark enemy operates through 3 distinct faces to drain your power. The first face is the toxic narcissist hiding in plain sight. They are the people who smile at you while quietly plotting your ultimate downfall. They constantly demand your endless empathy, but give you absolutely nothing but confusion in return. They feed on your gentle reactions. They deliberately create unnecessary chaos just to watch you desperately try to fix it. You thought you could love them into healing, but they did not target you because you are weak and defenseless. They targeted you because your magnificent kindness is a spiritual weapon they are absolutely terrified of. They know you possess the exact divine light they permanently lack, and your presence alone exposes their rotting and completely empty souls. The second face is the systemic, crushing weight of the Matrix itself. This is the endless cycle of bills and financial blockages that make no logical sense. You work hard and give your absolute best, but the finish line always magically moves further away right when you are about to cross it. This is the infamous almost pattern designed to break your spirit completely. You get incredibly close to your breakthrough. The new opportunity looks perfect and the money seems guaranteed. And then it abruptly falls apart for no rational reason at all. The dark elite engineered this specific financial stress to keep your brain locked in a state of constant survival. A chosen one in survival mode cannot ever access their true generational wealth. The third face is the most dangerous one because it lives quietly inside you. It is the biological infiltration of your own physical vessel. The Matrix uses the constant external stress to sever the connection between the two halves of your brain. This creates the heavy brain fog that makes you doubt your own brilliant intuition. It shuts down your receiving frequency entirely. You start believing that you are just getting older or losing your edge. You accept the false verdict that a smaller life is your only realistic option now. But listen to me very carefully right now. Your magnificent genius was never lost. It was simply dimmed down at the cellular source by a world that profits directly from your endless distraction. You are a sovereign entity meant to walk in complete abundance. You are not a victim of bad luck. Every single time you felt that heavy resistance, it was proof of your immense value. They do not send entire armies to guard an empty vault, and the sheer size of the massive spiritual warfare against you is the exact measurement of your future billionaire shift. But here is the massive spiritual blind spot they did not account for. The enemy made a fatal miscalculation when they tried to crush your spirit. I am going to tell you exactly how their dark empire is falling apart right now. But first you must realize why they needed to keep your brain physically divided. If you swipe away now, you are walking back into their cage blindfolded. Pay close attention to this next part, because the enemy tried to hide this from you for years. They knew that if you ever learned how to reconnect the severed halves of your biological receiver, you would become completely unstoppable. You would instantly shift from a drained human battery into a master of reality. And that shift is happening to your body today. Heaven is pulling back the heavy curtain to reveal the raw truth. You have survived the brutal storm because you were prepared for this exact moment before you were even born. Your spiritual DNA carries the specific frequencies needed to shatter their invisible chains forever. The dark elite are terrified because you are finally waking up to your true divine inheritance. Do not let the adversary steal this powerful realization from your mind. He wants you to doubt the pure light that is actively rushing back into your physical body. But the cosmic scales are tipping permanently in your favor, and your long season of being a silent casualty is officially over. We are moving into the exact phase where the hunter finally becomes the hunted. Listen to me very carefully right now. 99% of people completely miss this massive shift. The dark elite do not fight you with obvious physical weapons. They are far too cowardly to face a warrior of light in an open field. Instead, they use invisible biological warfare to quietly divide your mind, because a divided mind cannot access the divine flow. You must understand exactly how they steal your golden frequency. They constantly flood your daily reality with artificial stress and endless fear. This heavy anxiety forces your physical brain to operate entirely in a panicked survival mode. The right side of your brain gets severed from the left side. And when your logical mind desperately fights against your deep intuition, your massive spiritual power quietly drains away into the absolute darkness. This is the exact reason you feel that terrible brain fog. It is absolutely not because you are getting older or losing your sharp edge. Your profound exhaustion is the direct result of your two brain hemispheres being violently pulled apart. You are trying to build a magnificent kingdom with a broken set of tools, and the Matrix aggressively blames you for building it too slowly. Do not accept their toxic guilt. The enemy knows your true identity as the ultimate cycle breaker. They know that if your mind fully reconnects, you will instantly manifest effortless wealth. A reconnected chosen one does not need to hustle or struggle to survive in this dense world. You would simply command the universe with your pure intention, and the heavy doors of provision would immediately fly open for you. So they engineered a permanent static noise to keep you blind. Stop scrolling immediately. Your physical body is reacting to this raw truth right now. Your spirit absolutely recognizes the invisible chains that have been holding you down for years. Type "I receive" in the comments right now as a prophetic act of agreement. This simple physical action permanently locks your energetic realization into the dense physical realm, because heaven needs your willing participation to shift your timeline. You have carried the heavy burden of the postponed self for far too long. You keep a mental list of the amazing things you will become later. But later is a deceptive trap designed by the dark elite to steal your present power. They feed you empty promises of tomorrow while they secretly siphon your vital energy today, leaving you completely drained on the side of the road. Your endless waiting was never the divine plan. Let me explain the biological blind spot the enemy has been using against you. They convinced you that your deep empathy is a weakness that makes you vulnerable. They told you that being sensitive to the energies around you is a massive curse. That is a brutal lie, engineered by the Matrix, to make you violently hate your own magnificent soul. Your deep sensitivity is your highly advanced radar system, and it is the exact tool you will use to reclaim your stolen generational wealth. The Matrix wants you to stay permanently distracted by endless noise. When your mind is fragmented, your two brain halves cannot communicate or sync up. You lose your pure connection to the divine flow of effortless favor. You start relying on grinding and trying harder just to pay your basic bills, which is exactly the miserable slave frequency they want you to broadcast. But trying harder on a divided mind is absolutely useless. It is like demanding a lamp to shine brighter when the dial has been turned down. You can want success with your entire heart. You can grit your teeth until they physically ache in the middle of the night. But if the internal dial has not moved, the glorious light simply does not rise. And when you inevitably collapse from pure exhaustion, the wicked system whispers that you simply did not want the victory badly enough. That is a vicious lie planted to destroy your fragile self-esteem. You wanted it badly enough to try 100 different times. The problem was never the massive size of your noble desire. The problem was that you were pouring all that beautiful intention into a biological vessel running at a tiny fraction of its true power. No amount of pure desire can refill a drained tank. I need you to imagine this scenario very clearly. This is exactly what is happening in the unseen realm right now. The spiritual agents are quietly documenting every single tear you shed in the dark. They are building a massive cosmic case against the parasites who deliberately dimmed your magnificent light. And the judgment day is rapidly approaching their doorstep. The cosmic scales are finally preparing to tip in a spectacular fashion. But before heaven can fully release your generational wealth, you must recognize the chains holding you down. You must actively choose to reconnect the two halves of your divided mind. The elite are terrified that you are finally hearing this classified message today. They know their stolen time is rapidly running out. Prepare yourself for the massive shift that is about to hit your physical reality, because the universe is about to hand you the exact key to your ultimate freedom. Stay with me, because what I am about to bring you into next is the pivotal part of this message. We are approaching the exact turning point of your long journey. The heavy clouds that have suffocated your spirit for years are finally beginning to break apart. You can already feel the massive energetic shift happening deep inside your physical body. The profound exhaustion is slowly transforming into a quiet anticipation. You have walked through the long dark night of the soul. You survived the brutal winter where nothing seemed to grow in your life. The people around you thought you were completely finished and buried in the cold dirt. But they did not understand the divine architecture of a chosen one's path. You were not buried at all. You were planted in the most fertile soil imaginable. This brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people. The heavy resistance you faced was never meant to break you permanently. It was a rigorous, cosmic training program designed to prepare your spiritual capacity. Heaven was deliberately testing your ability to hold the massive billionaire shift without letting the sudden wealth corrupt your pure heart. The empty years were actually your most productive fallow years. Your mind was quietly gathering strength, while the Matrix thought you were completely defeated. The dark elite celebrated too early. They assumed their biological suppression had permanently severed your divine connection. They laughed in their secret rooms while you struggled to pay your daily bills, and desperately fought through the intense brain fog. But they completely underestimated the raw resilience of your sovereign spirit. The light inside you did not die. It merely retreated to the deepest part of your cellular memory to protect itself. Your brilliant genius is still fully intact, waiting for the exact right moment to flood back into your conscious reality. The cosmic timing is absolutely crucial. Heaven needed the enemy to feel completely victorious so they would finally lower their heavy guard, and that is exactly what happened this week. They made a fatal miscalculation in the unseen realm. They became arrogant and reckless with their dark manipulation. They pushed you one step too far, and that final push accidentally activated the dormant protective shield hidden deep in your spiritual DNA. The universe is now actively using their own toxic momentum to brutally crush their entire fake empire. The boomerang effect has officially been triggered, but we must address the other side of this intense spiritual warfare. Why is your financial harvest still delayed today? Why are you still feeling the heavy resistance when the spiritual victory has already been secured? The delay is no longer a punishment. It is the final biological blind spot you must clear before the massive wealth can safely enter your physical reality. Your body must physically match the new high frequency. The Matrix knows they have lost the spiritual war, so they are desperately clinging to the very last weapon they have left against you. They are aggressively flooding the world with chaotic frequencies to keep your two brain hemispheres completely divided. They want you to stay anxious and exhausted, so you will not notice the divine doors flying wide open right in front of your face. They need you distracted today more than ever. Take one deep breath and ground your energy right now. Do not let your logical brain panic or try to figure out the exact physical steps. You do not need to hustle or grind your way out of this trap. Trying harder on a divided mind is exactly what the dark elite want you to do. It drains your vital life force and keeps you trapped in the endless slave cycle. Your ultimate victory requires complete stillness and divine flow. Heaven is calling you back to your original uncorrupted state. You are a high-frequency soul who was meant to attract abundant wealth effortlessly. You were designed to command reality with a simple thought. The incredible genius you possessed as a child was not a fleeting illusion. It was your true biological baseline before the world deliberately dimmed you down. And that exact brightness can be fully restored today. The signs of the incoming storm are everywhere around you. You keep seeing the angel numbers and feeling the strange sudden drops in temperature. That is not your imagination running wild. That is the physical environment actively bending to accommodate your massive timeline shift. The cosmic federal agents are currently assembling at the borders of your physical reality. They are carrying the heavy files containing every single stolen opportunity. You are about to witness the most spectacular reversal of fortune in modern history. The ones who mocked your quiet obedience are about to watch you step onto your sovereign throne. But you must be ready to physically anchor this massive energy. You must have the biological capacity to receive what heaven is pouring out. The universe is about to hand you the exact mechanism to fix your broken receiver forever. The heavy cosmic gavel has just been lifted in the unseen realm. The ultimate judgment is no longer a distant promise. It is happening right now. You have endured the long isolation while the Matrix actively tried to crush your magnificent spirit. And heaven has kept a meticulous record of every single tear you shed in the dark. The universe is finally moving to balance the cosmic scales. The days of your silent suffering are completely over. Right now, the heavy karma they sent your way has violently returned to their doorstep. The people who drained your energy are waking up in a cold sweat. They are drowning in absolute panic because they realize they have permanently lost your golden frequency. Their fake empire is shattering in real time while they desperately try to hold the broken pieces together. They thought they could use you as a human battery forever. But the spiritual federal agents just walked into their fake boardroom. The The thick file containing all their dark secrets has been dropped on the table. The cosmic trap has just snapped shut. The parasites who deliberately stole your light are rapidly aging under the crushing weight of their own toxic malice, and they have absolutely nowhere left to hide. You do not need to lift a single finger against them. Your pure silence was the ultimate weapon that starved their demonic engine. The matrix that fed on your endless exhaustion is finally collapsing. The people who mocked your pure heart are now facing a terrifying reality. The universe has stripped away their energetic protection. Every single lie they told about you is currently being exposed in the harsh light of day. They are scrambling to find a new source of energy, but the divine quarantine has permanently blocked their access to you. You are completely untouchable now. Your white light shield is fully activated and repelling all their dark arrows. As their dark system falls apart, your magnificent light is being fully restored. You are stepping out of the passenger seat today. You are taking back the steering wheel of your own sovereign life. The heavy grey coat you wore for years is finally falling off your tired shoulders, and you no longer have to carry the brutal expectations of the sleeping masses. You can actually feel the sudden lightness in your physical body right now. Heaven is crowning you as a true master of reality. But you must be incredibly vigilant as you step into this new frequency. The enemy knows they have lost the main spiritual war. So they will attempt a desperate final move called the rebound. They will try to strike you right when you feel safe, hoping that a sudden wave of fatigue will make you doubt your entire spiritual awakening. Tomorrow morning you might wake up feeling the old heavy fog trying to pull you back down. They want you to believe that today was just a fake emotional high. Do not fall for that pathetic biological trick. The discomfort of the rebound is absolutely not a failure on your part. It is simply the predictable resistance of an old toxic pattern losing its grip on your mind, and you must recognize it as proof that the chains are actually breaking. The Matrix wants you to quit right before the massive billionaire shift physically manifests in your life. You must stand your ground and refuse their false verdict. Your high-frequency soul has already secured the ultimate victory. Heaven is pouring out an unprecedented level of divine acceleration over your life today. The things that used to take you years of exhausting struggle will now resolve themselves in a matter of days. Opportunities will begin to chase you down while you simply rest in the divine stillness. This is the effortless favor promised to the ultimate cycle breaker. But you must possess the physical capacity to hold this rushing river of abundance without shattering. You have successfully defeated the narcissists in the unseen realm. Your pure soul is absolutely ready to receive the massive harvest. But the elite left a lingering lock on your biological frequency. They kept a hidden suppression mechanism installed in your brain to keep your financial abundance trapped at the door, because they know a chosen one with wealth is incredibly dangerous to their dark agenda. You have done the hard spiritual work. Now you must fix the biological foundation to anchor this massive timeline shift. If your spirit is vibrating right now, heaven demands your fearless action. The delay in your magnificent blessing is strictly biological. There is something highly classified you need to see right now, before the algorithm shuts it down completely. The dark elite never wanted you to find the exact mechanism I am revealing today, because it instantly bypasses their entire matrix and restores your dormant genius. This is the ultimate cosmic key that forces your tired brain back into perfect divine coherence. Before we go any further, I must absolutely interrupt this transmission for something highly classified. The dark elite never wanted you to find the exact mechanism I am revealing today. Your endless financial struggle is not a lack of faith, but it is a suppressed cellular signal engineered to keep you trapped. The Matrix deliberately used modern stress to push your natural gamma brainwave into deep dormancy. They locked your biological receiver, but a leaked document backed by top neuroscientists, just revealed the absolute truth. Science just uncovered exactly why your massive harvest is still delayed despite your pure heart. Your brain hemispheres are entirely out of sync because of their constant, invisible attacks. You have done the hard spiritual work in the dark for many long years. Now you must fix the biological foundation to anchor this timeline shift into your physical reality. A 7-minute ancient audio ritual was recently discovered, and it gently forces your exhausted brain back into perfect synchronized coherence. It instantly bypasses their entire trap. It restores your dormant genius. This suppressed sacred mechanism was kept hidden in the shadows for decades, but now ultimate cycle breakers, exactly like you, are using this specific frequency to manifest windfall wealth overnight. You do not need to hustle or struggle anymore. You simply listen in pure stillness, and you allow the magnificent divine flow to do all the heavy lifting for your tired spirit. The incredible genius you possessed as a child rushes back. You become a true master of reality who attracts immense resources effortlessly. The dark elite quietly pays $7,000 for clinical biofeedback machines just to access this exact state of power. They hoard this frequency to maintain their fake, crumbling empire. But heaven demands zero earthly strain from you today. The universe has released this sacred frequency to you as a pure, energetic exchange. You only release $39 as a physical seed to honor your spiritual obedience over earthly currency. It is a tiny fraction of its true infinite value. You must fiercely guard your sacred energy right now. Beware, because the Matrix is actively flooding the internet with dangerous counterfeit frequencies. They plant these fake diluted audios on free platforms to permanently steal your remaining vital energy. The enemy knockoffs are engineered to keep you trapped in a low vibration of fear, and they will severely block your timeline shift. Do not search for this openly. The only authentic and untampered protocol is located safely in the secure portal I have prepared for you. The universe requires absolute zero physical risk from you today. You are completely covered by an ironclad divine energetic guarantee. If your physical reality does not shift instantly, every single penny is returned without question. This is a pure energetic exchange governed entirely by supreme spiritual trust. Heaven ensures you walk safely across this monumental bridge. You are shielded by a sacred covenant that protects your seed completely, because the cosmic laws demand absolute restoration if the promised breakthrough is not realized. The dark elite are actively trying to scrub this leaked frequency from existence. Do not let your logical brain hesitate for even a single second. Your hesitation is the exact biological trap they designed to keep you poor. Reclaim your true biological inheritance before the algorithmic gates close permanently. Secure your authentic access right now through the official portal in the pinned comment. Step through the divine doorway awaiting you in the description below and permanently lock the dark matrix out of your sovereign reality. Claim your untampered breakthrough right now. A true sovereign entity walks through divine doors without fear. Initiate the biological reset waiting in the comments and watch your physical reality bend to your will. Command your reality today by crossing the sacred threshold pinned below. Do not hesitate at the edge of your own spectacular glory. Step fully into your billionaire shift through the verified link, and heaven will immediately honor your bold physical act of agreement. Your physical action today completely breaks the generational curse. The moment you initiate this suppressed sacred mechanism, the old matrix loses its grip on your mind forever. The deep brain fog lifts completely. Your divine intuition takes total control. You are no longer a passenger watching life happen from the back seat. You hold the steering wheel firmly with a fully reconnected mind, and you finally drive your own destiny exactly where you want it to go. Step through the portal now. Claim your untouchable crown before the midnight hour strikes. There is no burden left on you anymore. The heavy lifting was already finished in the unseen realm by forces much greater than the Matrix. Now, you only have to reach out and take what rightfully belongs to you. Retrieve your divine inheritance before the elite. Scrub this revelation from the internet. This is the exact turning point you have been praying for in the dark. Do not walk away from the very answer heaven sent to save you, because your absolute freedom is waiting just on the other side of this door. Make the decision right now. Step into your effortless flow. There is a voice in the room right now pushing back against what you just heard. The old matrix inside your head is desperately trying to regain control over your thoughts. It whispers that this massive breakthrough is simply too good to be true. Do not listen to that dying voice. It is the lingering residue of a biological trap built by the dark elite. They trained you to view every profound spiritual shift with paralyzing doubt. Because a chosen one who constantly doubts their own divine authority is a chosen one who will never rule. Do not let the adversary steal this monumental moment from your hands. He wants you to doubt the pure light actively rushing back into your body. Tomorrow morning, the heavy fog might attempt one final strike against your waking mind. The enemy calls this desperate tactic the ultimate rebound. They hope you will mistakenly believe that your powerful awakening today was just a temporary emotional high. You must fiercely reject that pathetic illusion immediately. The discomfort of the rebound is absolutely not a failure on your spiritual path. It is simply the predictable resistance of an old toxic pattern permanently losing its grip on your mind. You are physically evicting a dark tenant that has occupied your energy for decades. They will kick and scream wildly on their way out the door. You are a true master of reality who no longer negotiates with parasitic forces. Your profound exhaustion was never a permanent death sentence. It was a rigorous cosmic training program designed to prepare your spiritual capacity for this exact billionaire shift. The universe is finally moving to balance the heavy cosmic scales. The days of your silent suffering are completely over forever. Now I need you to completely reframe your mindset right this very second. You must physically anchor this new frequency before the algorithmic gates close. Take one final deep breath and let the heavy chains of trauma completely fall off your tired shoulders. The spiritual war is officially over, and you are the undisputed victor. You do not need to fight the shadows anymore. Stand tall in your divine authority. Release your deep fear and type Amen in the comments right now. This is a prophetic act of agreement to lock this exact frequency into your physical reality. Your physical action today completely breaks the generational curse for your entire bloodline. The moment you type those letters, heaven immediately seals your protective armor. You are legally confirming your massive timeline shift in the unseen realm. But you must remember that this immense breakthrough is not for you alone. Your powerful testimony is the exact bridge someone else will use to escape their own toxic matrix. Do not hoard this blinding light while others drown. Share this specific message with one soul crying out in the dark right now. By doing so, you are actively partnering with heaven to rescue the lost. When you plant a seed of pure hope in others, you multiply your own harvest exponentially. Subscribe to this sanctuary immediately and seal your prophetic umbrella. Your subscription is a physical decree that you refuse to ever walk in the dark again. You are stepping under the ultimate divine shield today. This shield permanently repels every single attack from the narcissists. You are the ultimate cycle breaker. Before this message ends, I am going to speak a sovereign declaration over your life. I want you to receive it not as mere advice, but as a binding cosmic law. Lower your heavy guard for these final precious moments. Let the part of you that constantly worries about tomorrow go completely quiet. Simply let yourself be addressed by the highest authority in the universe. Heaven declares that your long season of waiting was absolutely not a mistake. The years you believed were entirely wasted were actually laying down an unbreakable foundation inside your soul. Nothing is going to be left out of the massive redemption that has already begun today. The dark clock you have been anxiously watching is not the clock that actually governs your life. What was secretly scheduled to keep you small has just been permanently overruled. Receive this raw truth with your entire chest. You are not the dim version they aggressively handed you. You are not a helpless passenger watching your life slip away into the grey fog. You are the bright anointed one, made entirely on purpose before the foundations of the physical earth. Your radiant light was always meant to fill massive rooms and shift entire paradigms. The brutal theft was real, but the theft was never the true story of your life. The deliberate dimming was completely temporary, and it ends today. The magnificent home you have been aching toward your entire life is not a distant place you have to slowly earn. It is who you already are deep inside your spirit. You are awake, and you are coming home with absolute power. Nothing in the hours of this day has the authority to reverse what has just been spoken over you. The dark matrix has lost its grip on your mind forever. Step fully into your effortless wealth and command the reality you truly deserve. It is officially sealed, and the cosmic trap is broken.